Hello and welcome back to my channel Dev Auto World. I am your host Dev, and today I will be showing you how to change the air filter of Scooty Pept Plus Scooty. So let's begin. So how to identify the location of the air filter in this Scooty Pept Plus bike. Scooty, sorry. Once you have opened the seat and removed the inner bucket, this is the entire air filter part, and inside there is the sponge which we will be changing today. And as you all can see, many bolts are rusted, so is this one, which will make us easy to remove the fender here, so we can easily remove the air filter from this side. But the bolts are stuck, and this is many a times this, and this is the major problem of many scooty and bikes. So I'll be showing you how to remove this air filter portion here, this bottom part, this one, without removing the fender. So let's begin. So first things first, after we have removed the bucket of the seat, just remove this pipe from the carburetor. There will be a clip which you can remove with the help of a screwdriver, plus or minus. And after this, we have to remove 2 or 3 bolts, which is in here. This one, this bolt first, and inside here you can't see, it is dark in the screen, but there is a second bolt here. So 2 bolts you have to remove, and then we can remove the entire air filter from up inside the part, inside the scooty. So to continue to remove the air filter, you will need a spanner, an extender, a big one because it will help you remove easily, and a socket which will fit in there or fit on the nut. 8-number socket. You will need a 8-number socket. First, fit the extender on the spanner, then the nut, the socket. First bolt, keep it in a place where you can find it easily, and also in order to assemble it again in the same order you removed it. Now the second bolt. So you have shown previously, it is way inside, so I will need a second extender which will be fitting on this one. First long extender and this second one, and then spanner. So this is the second bolt. Now you can remove the air filter from up. This is the air filter part. So working of this one is from these holes, which will be sitting like this in this position. So air will be get sucked from this side due to vacuum made in the combustion chamber by the piston. So air will goes through here, enter here, through the sponge filter. It will go to the carburetor, mixing with petrol, and then going into the combustion chamber to produce power. Now, while you have removed it, clean the upper part and then unscrew the screws. There are 5 screws, so remove them and this will come out, and then we can change the sponge inside of this. Now you can get a screw of plus sign, and then we could remove the air filter. Now the same way, place it in the order you removed it. Now the third bolt, fourth and the fifth one. So all the 5 screws have been removed in order, and this is how the inside part looks. First is the thick mesh, and then the net thin mesh of steel like. Don't worry, there has to be sponge in your air filter. I have removed this one few time back and didn't had a chance to make a video of this. So today is the one today I will be showing you how to place the new one in. So this is the sponge. This is not the original sponge. I have bought this from a local auto garage, and you can see this is a double layer sponge. The first part, this one, this is a more porous one, and this is a very less porous one. And what porous means is that you can see holes through holes here in this sponge. You can see holes, and they are big holes, but here you can't see those holes because they are very small in size. So porous means the hole in sponge, and this is more porous, which means it has more holes and bigger holes on this side, and less porous this one, which means it has very less size, small size of holes. So even you have got the chance, so clean inside part also. You can even use degreaser spray on both sides, inside and outside, to clean the filter, as that will be more good for your vehicle's life, as it will clean thoroughly. So The first part in this empty air filter will be this steel mesh, as the factory has already provided this slot for this steel mesh inside the air filter. See this slot. So the first is the mesh, and then is the sponge. And last, this big net. This big net is to hold any kind of big substance which might have came through the holes of this air filter from your inside. These 4 holes, a leaf or any other thing might have gone through this hole. So to stop that from entering inside is why this net. And if you want, then you can change this will be on the bottom part. This is the front of the air filter and it is right here, this one. What is this for is while placing this sponge inside over here, you can put engine oil all over this on both sides and then let it dry, let it rinse for few minutes so that the excess engine oil can go out. And then after you have done that process, you can place this sponge like this again, the net over here, and then this part over here. What this does, the main function of this one, this cavity and this portion is that after you have put the engine oil on this sponge, if somehow the excess has remained, so the excess engine oil will go through this inner portion and through this hole provided in here, the bottom hole, which leads the excess engine oil in this part. You can even clean this one. You can see there is a bit of dirt and oil left in this, so clean this part and then you can put engine oil. As today I don't have the engine oil right now, so I will be just putting this dry. Don't worry, it is not necessary to put engine oil on the sponge every time, but it is recommended to put engine oil as it is better for your engine life. And what that engine oil does, that it stops the excess dirt which may have entered through this sponge. It will get stopped by the oil and stuck by the oil inside, so it doesn't let even tiniest dirt to enter through the air filter to the engine, so it stops in there. Now again put the bolts as they were, change the setting, Now, many of you might be thinking, how does it sound without the air filter? Direct carburetor and then the fuel direct to the engine. How does it sound? This is how it sounds. Back to the assembly procedure of the air filter. First, put the air filter back in its position from up inside, and forgot one thing to say, even fix this pipe. This will be coming from the engine part, and you can see coming from the engine. So even fix this part, and this will go in the right part of the air filter. First put pipe in here, and then you can just press the pipe between this bracket. This pipe is for PCV pipe, and its full form is positive crank ventilation. What it does is, during the combustion process, there is some amount of leftover air and fuel mixture which escapes through the piston part. There are rings on the piston, so it escapes through the piston and goes inside the crankcase, and it accumulates there. So what this pipe does, it sucks in that mixture, air and fuel mixture, through the crankcase, which will be inside, which is inside somewhere in this portion. So that gets sucked through this pipe, and then it is sent back again to the air filter. What this does is, it increases fuel efficiency, so that air and fuel mixture is not wasted and it gets reused. So in simple ways to explain, you can get more of mileage, a bit more, not a huge amount of difference, but in today's time where fuels are getting more and more expensive day by day, this PCV system is very useful. So don't forget to put this inside the air filter. Now, after the fitting of air filter, how it will sound, let's see that. So this is how you change the air filter of Scooty Pept Plus. And if you have liked the video, please like, share, subscribe, and whatever you want to see related to automotive, bikes, car, any function, please comment in the comment section. I will try to make a video on that as soon as possible. Thank you.